Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw right away. Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by putting first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Now Pickett changing the play. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Pickett. That is caught. He's into space past the 25 and down to the 16-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
An option handoff given to Harris.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense, hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Pickett back to throw. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. forces the incompletion.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
And that hits the right upright, but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now Lamar changing the look. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And now they'll shift things around.
Hey, report.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson off play action.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The Ravens at 13-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And Jackson throwing once more.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Ravens. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out. And the Ravens are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Lamar changing the play. On second down, a run with Dobbins.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception. Pickett lost it. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw, Pickett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Pickett.
And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Fielded at the 43.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action. And that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
No, we changed it.
Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A lot depend on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Report!
Flowers going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. Touchdown! Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Pickett looking to change things up.
Flushed out right. But I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Second and 11 now. A collegiate star in nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It'll be a gain of 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, McFarland.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now Pickett.
Dancing to his left.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Darnell Washington,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Here's Jackson. Off play action. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Steelers' 23-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And they're not going to get the kickoff in time.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Oh, what a move. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now Lamar changing the look. On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, report! Report!
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You change it.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yo.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Thirteen.
To throw again is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Pickett now from the gun here.
And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Report!
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll audible to something else. Duvernay in motion. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Duvernay in motion. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Jackson, options out left. And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Pickett now on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
To throw on third down, Pickett. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across. 5 before going out. So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only one timeout. Pickett to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pickett right back to the air again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Pickett back to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On the give, this is Harris. Room here to run. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens 6-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Here's Pickett. That is caught. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Well, Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run and set up the reverse, but he'll keep it himself. And he's got it to about the 40.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Second and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year.
And the Ravens are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
Pickens is there on the crossing route.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards that time for number 14.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Wise play by Pickett, sliding to avoid the hit. He also has the first down.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Looking for the end zone.
That is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a first down carry for Harris. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Darnell Washington.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Steelers 25.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle.